Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Tell Me Why. So last time we finished chapter 1 and we're just going to move on to chapter 2. Hopefully I have it. I forgot to check, but I'm pretty sure. Also, it's hot as balls in here.
Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins.
The crafty goblins did everything together, until one day, when darkness overwhelmed the big wooden house in which they lived.
Blamed for the darkness, Brother Goblin was forced to leave the forest, while his sister had to stay behind.
"10 years later, they were finally reunited, and together, they decided to confront the darkness in the big wooden house.
Though they sought the help of their friends in the forest, they found that no one wanted to delve into the long-gone past.
This is how the goblins found themselves alone in the woods, trying to discover why darkness had submerged the big wooden house.
Maybe it was important to read those journals. I just did not want to be honest. There's so much reading, but there probably was some important stuff. I'll see about going back on my own time to read them.
Tomorrow we should play Compass and North Star in the woods.
Be sure to wear your hat then.
You be sure to wear your hat.
All right, who wants ice cream?
Me!
Eat up.
Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling. And as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman, alone in a deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure, and her title.
I don't like that story. There were no goblins, and it was depressing.
We won't read it again.
I love you, Mom.
Not me. Just kidding. Love you, Mom.
Mwah. I love you too. Sleep well and dream, my doves.
It's kind of like the outfits the night that happened. So I'm wondering if it was a movie that night or I don't know.
Ollie?
Yeah.
Ollie?
Gonna get some ice cream?
What a waste.
Oh. Her being like, let me drink that up.
Ollie! Allison, help!
Chapter 2, Family Secrets. Just gonna do a quick thing, make sure my camera's working. Okay, we are good. It was working, right? Yeah, okay. For some reason I was like, is it working? And I didn't even check. Oh. There you go. Shoes in the house. Has a cute sweater. Love a good montage. This is a really good scene. I wonder if they're just remembering.
Hey. You doing all right?
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives, you know?
And instead we've spun off a whole miserable prequel trilogy. Okay. No. We're not letting ourselves do this again. Come on. Up. Mind-numbing labor's a great way to forget your troubles.
It was a really good
Can't we just
beginning
have
scene.
coffee instead?
No. On your feet, soldier.
Shit, this is not in the way of my camera.
Let's take a break from packing and sort out the furniture.
We're keeping that sofa.
If we
That's a
get
really
enough
good
done,
sofa.
I'll drive you into town and buy you a gallon of ice cream.
Ooh, I wonder if we get to pick.
Mint chocolate chip,
Oh.
2 gallons. Let's do this.
Never mind. Trash.
Goblin face is keep. $ sign is donate or sell, and trash can is, well, trash. By the way, I cleared out most of the stuff in the bathroom this morning, but I left you the toilet.
How very generous of you. Everywhere I look, there's just stuff, and more stuff.
Marianne the Magpie.
Hello, ancient broken down machines that will be the future owner's problem.
Oh, so that one's already decided. I'm gonna guess this is all gonna be just trash. Oh, I don't get to choose. Okay. So I've been looking, and I think smaller episodes are a little bit easier to
We don't really want to keep anything in here, right?
to handle, you know, because I've done like hour long, and feels like the shorter episodes do it a little better. So I'm gonna try to stick to like
What about
under
that
hour
dresser?
episodes.
If you want your towels to rot, go for it.
Maybe someone could clean it up? It's well made.
Your call.
Let's keep it. Dresses are hard to
Keeping
come
it.
by. I
Thanks
am
for clearing out those
borderline
cabinets.
hoarder.
Not my pleasure.
Not because I actually like the things, but
Oh,
I
ew,
do
ew.
like weird
Love and Sarah.
symbolism
God.
towards them.
I can still taste it.
Say ah.
I remember cutting off shaving cream beards with these.
Yeah.
Nothing like I come home with them, but it's more like I like to keep my stuff that
Thanks
I've had
for
over the
clearing out those
years.
cabinets.
Not my pleasure.
I'm trying to think of the hardest thing. I think the hardest thing for me is clothes, because I'm like, I could wear it one day. See if there's anything in the kitchen. Dump in cake. Can of cherries, crushed pineapples, chopped walnuts, chocolate chips, flour, salt, white sugar, brown sugar, or birch syrup, baking powder. I've never made this before, and I do love to bake. Sprinkle cake over pineapple and cherry mixture. Oops. That might be a good recipe to try. I do not like pineapple though.
Ancient appliances, you are staying here. Although, that oven looks in okay enough shape.
No way. We are not moving the oven.
Yeah, I don't think we need the oven. Can I not talk to him? Ooh, that's a good table.
Crummy table and wobbly chairs.
I don't know. Let me take a good look at it. I don't think I would want it. Oh, but maybe sell it.
We could make some pretty good money if we sell this. And I know I'd end up eating on the couch most of the time anyway.
Oh. Oh, God. What's that smell?
You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Ooh, what's that smell? Smells like delicious garbage. Ooh,
Death.
yes, delicious indeed. Or could it be Stinky Pants Sam? Oh, Stinky Pants Sam!
Come on now. Sam got that smell getting a skunk out of our barn. Be nice.
A skunk? What did you do to her? Is she okay?
Sure is. She just went hunting for food and couldn't get back out. All she needed was...
Sam Kansky, hero of skunk kind.
I remember being super impressed by him. And it made me want to be a wild animal superhero too.
Sorry if you can hear stomach sounds from my stomach. I already used the bathroom, so I am not
Allison.
leaving.
I asked you to clean up the coffee.
You hungry? We have a whole lot of nothing.
Sorry.
You could make me one of those pickle and ketchup sandwiches?
I'm sorry, sir. We are all out of pickles today. Could I interest you in a ketchup-only sandwich? Looks like there's still a bottle back here.
Ew.
Says the guy who used to eat peanut butter with ranch.
So good.
Ooh, peanut butter with ranch. Like, I'm a little crazy, but not that. What would I have to clean up around here? They're your drinks too, my guy. Okay.
Ugh, gross stain is gross.
What happened?
Some unfortunate spillage that brought about the end of indoor tea parties. I hid the stain with my toys, forgetting that they would eventually be picked up.
Brilliant move, Ronan.
Well, I seem to recall a time you stole an egg, put it on the couch, and sat on it
God,
because you
my
wanted a
stomach.
pet chicken.
I think I'm getting a little hungry.
We don't talk about that.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least I didn't leave a stain.
Probably smell awful.
I guess it's finally time to take these pictures down.
Yeah. Still deciding what to do with them.
I think you should keep them.
I mean, most of them are pretty happy memories.
I guess.
You look cute here.
That's not me. I mean, it is, but...
But not really. I get it.
It's just weird. Seeing myself like that again. Damn. Didn't think a picture could throw me like this anymore.
Has therapy helped at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely. My therapist really heard me when I said I was a guy. And she helped me get ready for the reactions I'd get, you know? It's dealing with other people that's been way harder than figuring myself out. At the end of the day, being able to look in the mirror and see Tyler, that's made the biggest difference. Which is why I'm scheduling my top surgery as soon as we sell this house.
I was
No more
actually
putting a
thinking,
binder on every morning. God, that sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he
Totally.
already had it or if
Just
he's
so you
wearing
know,
binder.
I'll be there to help out when you do.
I will say they're hella
Whatever you need.
expensive. So I don't know what kind of money he has.
All right. What's your
Um,
verdict, Ronan?
You know what? I'll keep a few. To remind us how far we've come.
Mind you have bad haircuts. Who's that? Oh, that's, what's his name?
Man, I love this one.
The sheriff?
Why do I look so pissed?
Chief.
I remember loving this.
Maybe because Marianne was sticking a camera in your face?
I can see the other pictures. Oh, okay. I think I'm in the way of... Oh, there it is.
Come on, honey, smile, like Allison.
Hold up your fish.
Not my fish anymore. Allison stole it.
She let go. That's really
You were
sweet.
just being bratty. Yes. All I did was help clean it when we were out on the porch. Eddie had to force you to share.
Oh, there's another thing around here. Oh, the porch, okay.
What about me? I want to clean the fish too. It's not even your fish. You didn't catch anything. Ugh, only because you wouldn't stop talking and scared all the fish away.
You're right. I was kind of being a brat.
Oh, children.
That's a nice face.
I wonder if my horse figurine is still in there.
You're welcome to stick your hand in there to check.
Why don't you check and see if your other's figuring? Oh, you're not gonna do it? Okay. I want to keep this table. This is good table.
What to do with this?
We are keeping it.
Tables are expensive.
I
Besides,
love this table when I first saw
this
it.
one's an Allison and Tyler original.
Oh, hey.
What's this doing? Is that gum? Ugh. I guess that was
I could
probably
turn
me.
this thing into a terrarium. Hey, remember Volcano?
Who are you? Oh. Oh, there.
Lasagna! Lasagna!
Finish your salad first. Thank you, Tessa. You're a lifesaver.
Oh, don't worry about it. They're just leftovers from the restaurant.
What about Volcano? She needs to eat her lunch too.
Oh, quite right, love.
She can have my corn.
Here you go, little one. You must be hungry too.
It was Volcano.
Tessa really did keep us all fed.
Always tried to take care of everyone. Still does, I guess.
It's a nice table. Okay. Did they say if they're keeping the couches, or I'm assuming that? It's probably gonna be, well, that's what we're sleeping on, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay.
Allison, I asked you to clean up the coffee table 3 times already.
Oops. I forgot.
Can we clean it up?
All right. I'll clean it up.
Thanks. While you do that, I'll check out the furniture. I'm guessing you want to keep the coffee table?
Oh, hell yeah. It's a good coffee
Yeah.
table.
Is that okay?
Sure. I'm not really planning on bringing furniture to Denali. And if I need a base in Juneau, you'll have all the furniture I need.
How very non-committal of you. All right. I'll keep it.
Are you gonna keep doing that? I really like that armchair.
It'll look sharp next to your tree stump nightstand.
I'll be the most stylish mountain man ever. But I was actually thinking it should go in your library.
Library? We may not even have a living room.
I have faith in you.
Maybe it'll be salvageable with a deep clean?
Yes, you are. And finally. I hate to say it, but the couches get a one-way ticket to the dump.
No.
No protest here. I think I have permanent knee damage from a decade of bumping into the corner of those damn things.
Well, then that's it for the living room. You are relieved from your duties. This is getting utterly ridiculous.
Just want to see if he says one more thing.
Hey, Allison, come take a break with me. Alright, I guess that is pretty funny.
I got a achievement. Prove to Tyler that loot boxes are hilarious. Okay. I want that couch. What the hell, man? That's so sad. I wanted the couch. And that's smelly.
Hey, clean freak. You want coffee?
Starting the fire again?
Yeah, I'm gonna boil some water. You want something to drink?
I like tea actually better than
Earl
coffee.
Grey or chai?
Ooh, Earl Grey.
Your call. I'm fixing myself a good old cup of joe.
Ah, a nice pot of wakey juice.
Papa needs his rocket fuel.
I am so glad Eddie came through on the caffeine.
Shh, did you hear that?
The Ice King is sending us a warning.
For your punishment, said the Ice King, you shall be banished from the forest. And if you dare come back before the new moon, you shall feel my anger in your gut. Hear it in the wind. Whoosh!
Do you think the Ice King would really react that way? He may be intimidating, but he's always fair and never mean.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Maybe he tells the goblins to help the people they hurt instead?
Great idea, sweetie. Why don't we think about it at dinner? I'll put everything away for safety.
She's kind
when
of
we
taking
go.
over their story. I
Put
mean,
them in the binder so
it's
they
not
don't
my
stay.
mine, but
Of course,
I
love.
don't know. Seems more like the kid thing to make up their own story, but she's kind of like, since I'm the princess, I don't know.
I still think my dark and twisty version was better.
We put so many hours into that book.
Yeah. Our binder was full of extra drawings and incomplete stories. Think they're all still in the kitchen drawer?
We should go take a look.
And I shall. Oh, he took it off. Kitchen drawer. Did you find it, my guy? Oh, damn, that's a...
Come check this out.
I'm trying.
Allison's first drafts. Right. 'Cause I didn't contribute at all.
Come on. I know you did. I can't believe she kept all these.
You'd think putting them on the fridge for a couple of weeks would have been enough.
You know how we thought of ourselves as the goblins? Did you ever get the sense that maybe Mary Ann was the princess in the stories?
Yeah. She called her bedroom the princess's sanctum, and she was all alone in the woods, in this house, until we showed up.
She was. Alone, but with a few friends who helped her along the way.
What are you doing?
Oh, is
Research.
this someone we know?
So, if
Oh.
Mary Ann was the princess, then who were all the rest?
And here we go.
Okay, so...
Oh, come on.
we have a
Humor me.
moose, bear, and a goblin. So Mary Ann, Eddie, and Sam. So, bear, moose, and... Okay, the bear and the princess. I think I already read this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at it. Let me get my setup. Once upon a time, in the ancient and deep forest, the old bear stood on the bank river, swiping at the salmon on their way to the spawning grounds. Just as he got his paw on a particularly fat one, he heard a woman shouting for help. He considered simply eating his salmon, but then she screamed again, and he lumbered over to investigate. After a short walk, he found the princess clinging to the top of a tree while a boy wolf snarled and snapped at the base of the tree. Old Bear would normally not get in the way of such a situation. After all, as a fellow predator, he understood the wolf's need to hunt. But when he saw the princess, he was struck by her beauty, and he knew he had to help. With a great roar, the bear heaved onto his hind legs, rising to his full height. The wolf snapped and snarled in his direction, but the bear roared again, and the wolf took off into the trees, tail between his legs. The old bear fell back down onto all fours and stared up at the princess. She regarded him fearfully. "You can come down," he said. "How do I know you didn't save me just so you could eat me yourself?" asked the princess. "I suppose this is a fair question," admitted the old bear, "but I promise I won't eat you." The princess had no reason to trust the old bear, except that he had kind eyes, and so she slowly made her way down the tree. When she reached the ground, the bear only watched her, and she supposed she was not going to be eaten today. "Thank you," she told the old bear. "Of course," he said. "Can I walk with you back to your home?" "Of course," said the princess. And so the princess and the old bear walked together through the forest, back to the big wooden house. After the day, the princess would occasionally find gifts from the bear: a fresh-caught salmon, a handful of ripened berries, a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, when the sudden thaw flooded the path out of the princess's home, the old bear was there, and she rode his back across the river. The old bear began to think that the princess should be his mate. After all, she had no mate, and she needed one, and he could keep her warm and provide her a much more suitable den, and catch fish for her and protect her from the wolves. She, in turn, would brush out his fur, pick berries without smushing half of them, and scratch that one part of his back he couldn't reach. And with how she took care of the goblins, she'd be an excellent mother for his cubs. One day the old bear came with a ring of spruce and asked the princess to be his bride. "I'm sorry," said the princess. "You are a very good friend, and I appreciate all you've done for me. But I cannot marry you. You're a bear, I'm a princess. It would never work." The old bear was crushed. "Can we still be friends?" he asked. "We will always be friends," said the princess, "but I will never marry you." The old bear and the princess carried on their friendship, and after 1 year he tried again to ask her to be his bride, but once again she refused him. This happened 1 year later, and 1 year after that. Then finally the princess said, "Old bear, you are my dear friend, and I appreciate all you've done for me, but I would sooner have you left me to the woods than marry you. And that's how it will always be. I have my hands full with 2 goblins who live under my house, and they're all I need." The wounded That wounded the old bear deeply, but it was finally enough to stop his proposals. They remained friends, and he continued to give her gifts such as fresh salmon, ripe berries, and newly bloomed blueberry bells. But the old bear never asked the princess to be his bride, much as he would have wanted to. And that's how the princess befriended the old bear, and how she refused him. I hope that sounded okay. I just realized I was talking to the top of my microphone and not like the actual speaker, or like the actual like microphone part. I don't know. Okay, that kind of sounded like Sam. And I need the moose and the goose. Okay, the pelican helps her friends. I'm kind of getting Eddie vibes already. Okay. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so early in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for the ordinary winter, much less a bad one. And everyone agreed the storm was a sign that the Ice King had plans for a long, cold winter. The princess had grown in the kingdom where it was sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young, so no one in the big wooden house knew how to prepare for such winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. Only the pious pelican noticed their plight, and when it came to fly south with the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight. It felt as though a laden weight were stuck right in the center of her chest. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only just barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the pious pelican began her journey, the storm picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen well behind the flock, and she was already growing tired. But for all her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The laden weight in her chest grew heavier as she thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do, she thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? The storm intensified, and the pelican was in total whiteout. She knew she should have despaired. But all she could do was feel the weight, in which had grown and grown until she thought she might drop out of the sky. She felt called to help the princess and the goblins, but she had ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I'm lost with no way to make it right. Suddenly she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you are flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighted down by the weight of guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt, or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside her, pulling out a glowing stone. The pious pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away the cold and her doubt. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The pious pelican flew straight to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown in through its many cracks, and ice swept across the floorboards. She found the princess and the goblins huddled in the front of the quiet hearth, nearly frozen solid. No, she cried, and then she placed the stone in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread throughout the whole house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest, and the goblins clung to her legs. Thank you, they cried. You're welcome, said the pelican, smiling in deep satisfaction. What is this? Asked the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. At first, said the pelican, I thought it was my guilt, but when the Ice King pulled it out of me, I realized it was something much more powerful. Just then, the storm broke, and the skies cleared. The pelican filled the big wooden house larder with food from her beak, and then she took to the skies, lightened by the knowledge that through her charity, everyone in the big wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that is how the story of how the pious pelican saved the wise princess and her crafty goblins from a long winter. Okay, I already know that that's Mary. I know I messed up a lot of words, like pious, probably pious, and migratory. I'm not good at words. Okay, I'm not good. Okay, we need a moose one. Oh, fishing. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this is what's his name? Eddie. But I'll go ahead and read it. The moose teaches the goblins. Once upon a time in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblins were hungry, but that wasn't unusual. The goblins were always hungry, but today they were particularly hungry. They opened the wise prince's cupboards to look for a snack, but all she had was a small pile of nuts and berries and just one strip of dried fish. The goblins grabbed it all and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. They went out into the woods to look for more to eat. First, they dropped by the small pond. The big frog was asleep beside the pond. Was a pile of insects she had caught for eating after she woke up. The goblins crept up to the pile, careful not to wake the big frog. As they got close, she ribbited it loudly and they froze. But the big frog kept sleeping, so they grabbed up the pile of insects and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, they found the stalwart moose watching them. "Did you just steal Big Frog's food?" The goblins tried to not look guilty, but failed. "She said we could have them," they cried. "Oh, really?" said the moose. "Let's ask her." So Moose woke up Big Frog and asked, "Did you say the goblins could have your food?" The big frog looked at the goblins, who she knew were always hungry, and nodded. "Yes, I did." "Really?" asked the moose, surprised. Frog nodded, and the moose sighed. "All right then," he said, and he had to let the goblins go. Their next stop was the river. They watched as the old bear swiped at the leaping salmon, catching it defiantly in his large paws. He laid it upon a rock and left it to dry, lumbering to the woods to seek out some berries. The crafty goblins crept up to the rock carefully in case the old bear returned. They reached the rocks, grabbed the salmon, and gobbled it all up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, the stalwart moose was once again waiting for them. "Are you going to tell me Old Bear said you could have that?" "Yes," replied the goblins. Old Bear ambled up at the moment, and the moose asked him, "Did you leave that fish for the goblins?" Old Bear looked at the goblins, who he knew were always hungry, and nodded. "I did," he said. "Really?" asked the moose. "Really," said the old bear. And after the moose left, the old bear said to the goblins, "Be sure to tell the princess I was kind to you, and don't steal my fish again." The goblins, still hungry, went out looking for one more meal. They crept into Mangy Muskrat's lodge and began to climb inside when they were dragged right back out. The stalwart moose dangled them by the seats of their pants and said, "Now, I know Mangy Muskrat didn't tell you that you could eat his food, because he blames you for his coat being ruined. Besides, he barely has enough for himself and doesn't share with anyone." The goblins began to protest, but he shook his head. He set the goblins down and said, "Come with me." The goblins followed the stalwart moose to the Para River, where it ran slow enough for them to walk into it safely. He gave them each a fishing line and said, "I'm going to teach you to fish, so that when you are hungry, you do not need to steal from the animals of the forest. It will be hard work, but it will be honest." The crafty goblins were not against working hard. They were just hungry, and so they listened to Moose and soon pulled wiggling fish out of the river. They ate them up, and finally they were no longer hungry. And that is how the moose came to teach the crafty goblins to fish. Okay, so it's pretty easy.
Pelican.
She was the most generous one.
Yeah.
So I need to swap
You
that
Go
one.
here. This one.
Then swap this one.
All right. I think I'm done.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
How do you like them apples?
You know, I think you might be onto something. What about these guys? I don't see them being real-life people. Or this one.
Figure out who inspired each character. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
The specific human attributes you have assigned to these forest animals are truly thought-provoking.
Indubitably.
Yep. Totally Marianne.
Why a princess, though? Why not a queen?
She hated authority.
Yeah. She'd have been a terrible ruler.
I'm guessing something
Better
happened.
hurry, or the Mad Hunter will catch us! We need to hide. This way. What's going on? I don't know. Is he here? Is he really here? I don't know. I'm scared. Go away! Yeah!
This is a little scary. Maybe that's like another word for depression, you know? Oh, he sees us. Oh,
Forgot
shit.
about that. We'd been pretending he was there.
And then Suddenly he was.
That
That
scared
was
me.
the
I
only
don't.
time that happened, right?
It scared me. I didn't even get to go
Allison.
upstairs. Oh shit! My
Wait.
makeup.
It felt way too real. It was...
Us. Pushing our imagination way too far.
Wish my microphone could like angle a little bit better.
Sam Kansky, Grandmaster of Bad Timing.
I don't really want.
We're
to
not
go
done with
from.
this conversation.
I'm not even done with the whole house, my guy.
Morning, Sam.
Ahoy, goblins! I ran into Chief Brown, who said you were starting to clean up on the house this morning, so, I kind of figured you might need some supplies.
Oh, he is Big Bear.
Thank you. That was very thoughtful.
Oh, also got something for you, Tyler.
Wait, what's this man got? A pocket knife?
Every man needs a good knife. There you go.
That's kind of sweet.
Thanks,
Okay,
Sam.
Good.
that's the
Good.
best you're gonna get out of those kind of men.
Oh, and before I forget, for the lady of the house.
It's a really nice hat. I like it. I've been wanting to get
It was
into a
your
hat
mom's favorite
person.
recipe.
Oh,
Still make it darn near every week. Think of her every time.
this poor man. Can't hear anything
Thanks.
when I have both in.
But we don't have a stove. Still no electricity.
Oh yeah, that fuse box is busted.
He's like, let me go fix it for you.
Just another thing I've been meaning to put back together around here.
Where is it? I can take care of it.
Oh, I don't doubt you can. But, I've been kicking this thing back to life for the last 20-some years. I'll give you a hand.
All right.
Box is in the barn. Follow me.
Tyler.
We'll be right behind you.
I will say he does seem like he's trying, but he's pushing it a little too far. Okay. I think I'm gonna be Tyler for a minute. Damn it, I wasn't done in the house. Shouldn't you wish I'd gone
Well, I
upstairs?
guess old bears can learn new tricks.
Yep. Come on. Let's go get our electricity back on. Hey, the birds ate all the seed already.
Probably very, very hungry. I'm just gonna take a look around the house real quick, in case like anything's like a little different.
Come on, Sam's waiting for us.
Okay, never mind. I feel like I kind of want to stop it soon, but like, at least for the episode. But I feel like it's just not enough.
So, how's school?
I graduated already. Outdoor studies.
Oh, outdoor studies, huh? Well, it's a good thing I came along when I did. You know, I built this here farm for your mom.
You really helped her out, huh?
Now, you know, just a few chores here and there as... Glad to help. Your mother, I never bring myself to leave her high and dry. Anyways, let me find that darn key.
Just open the door.
And give us our keys. All of them.
Well, I, figured I might still need to do some maintenance, so,
Nope. We're good.
That is true.
fair warning.
You don't need to be in here anymore.
Haven't you been taking care of this place? You didn't oil the doors?
What? You think I just hang out here all day or something? Here,
Maybe.
son, give me a try.
Good.
Okay, when you twist it as far as you can to the left, give it a
Oh,
nice
God.
little...
Damn it.
No, shit.
That's open though. Okay, I found the fuse box,
Well.
but
At least the door's open now.
Yeah, that's easy enough to fix. Now, that fuse box.
Alright. Fuses go into plugs. Should be easy enough.
Water, kitchen, outlets, lights. Okay. Oh, I actually have to do good. Marianne, I wrapped up your electric board. I gotta run. In case you want to check it out, you'll be careful not to overload the circuits. You'll have to use 15 amps fuses for the garage, up to total of 120 for the whole house. Pretty proud of myself for once I've respected the right color coding. Each fuse should have the right color code. So 15 for the garage. So let's do garage. Oh, no, garage is fine. So not to exceed 120. Generator, heater. I'm trying to think of which one would be the best. Okay, so just don't go over 120, I guess. Oh my god, my stomach. Okay, so we need one for the kitchen. Just place 15 there. Outlets. 15.
Nothing a little salt and lime can't fix.
15, 20. Let me just put 15 in all of them because I'm not really sure what to do.
Wait, that's not right. Hey, I'm moving at my own pace. I need to know this stuff.
Women, huh? Don't do that, Sam. Did you read the note next to the box?
So those ones were not good. So 15, 20.
Hold this. I want to get a look at the spindle.
So we're already at 50.
Got any fire insurance? What for? None are always around. Oh, not always. You can't fend off a pair of smart ass.
Let's do...
Let's try this one.
Let's try that. So it was 30 plus 20 plus 20, 15 plus 15.
Don't stick your nose in there.
Damn it. I guess I should try a higher amp fuse.
Careful you don't put a low amp in a high amp plug. That's a fire waiting to happen.
Just do the math, Allison.
I'm trying. Maybe do 20?
Seems good.
Yeah, I'm so good at electricity. My knees hurt so goddamn bad. I feel like you don't come in here. Oh god.
You damn fool.
Everything okay?
You two look like you got this all in hand, so,
This poor man, so sad.
bye.
Oh. What did he look at that made him so sad?
What was that about?
I wonder why Sam got so upset.
He looked at the gun. Maybe he was the one that gifted the gun to her.
Well, something about it really got to him.
I don't think any of us are exactly happy to see it. Remind me to take it down later.
Huh, look at this. I think this is where she made all her toys. She was so crafty. Toilet paper tubes, rope, cardboard.
Maybe a car? Ooh, or a tank.
Should not make a tank.
Preda rep. What's that? Ew, what?
Not spill it on your shoes.
What's it used for?
I sense a story.
Well, if by story you mean using it as fireweed to get rid of some rats, and then spilling it on my only pair of shoes, then yes. Hey, it was not funny.
Sure thing, P-boy.
Hey there, little buddy.
I don't do spiders.
Are you cooing at a spider? It had better be a tiny one.
Don't listen to the mean lady.
No,
You're
the
an eight-legged
tiny
kitty.
ones aren't good. I like the big ones better. When I can actually see them.
What are we gonna do with this wreck?
Take it apart and sell the scrap.
You want to?
Be my guest. It sure looks like a pile of junk to me.
Where you see junk, I see dollars. Oh man, I'm gonna put together the sweetest toolbox
Get
ever.
off. Shh. You're so noisy today. I think we're done in here. Yeah, this seems like it would have been a good place for like one of those little dolls, so I'm gonna do like a little quick check. You good, my guy? Oh my god. Why'd you wait till I left?
What did you find?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah. That's Carol, Eddie's mom. I've seen other pictures of her, but never this one.
Man, look at Brown. And Marianne. She looks really happy.
Can I?
Careful, the glass is broken.
Are you okay? It stings. Let's go see Mom. But she'll get mad. We weren't even supposed to be here.
There was something up here I wanted to... Are you fucking kidding me? Damn it. Stop getting me stuck. Oh, you're getting yourself stuck.
Come on, it's gonna get infected.
Maybe I have to actually follow it. It's my bad. Oh my god. This is just not really helping.
Come on, it's gonna get infected. to. She said not to disturb her and Eddie.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Things were different when she was around. We were family, Eddie. How could you do this to me?
Look. I had to make that call.
I don't know.
Can't figure out what's going on.
I don't know, but I remember that whatever Eddie had to do, whatever that call was about, it was tearing him up.
He was being a total cop, and Marianne got pissed and threw him out. Here, I'm gonna show you what I remember. There's more. I can feel it.
I had to make that call. I was just following the law.
Oh, yeah? And this little visit right here? What would the law say about this, huh?
Look, I didn't have to come out here, but I did.
You're a goddamn hypocrite. Get out of here.
Marianne.
I said get out! Out!
What? She didn't throw the picture at him.
You sure about that? He was being a complete dick.
How can you be sure? We were eavesdropping. We could barely see a thing.
What do you think happened then?
Well, the picture's... Well, if it's broken. Can I remember this one over here? I have to remember.
Look. I had to make that call. I was following procedure. What I'm legally required to do.
Then why are you here? Pretty sure this isn't procedure.
I wanted you to hear it from me.
Please leave.
Marianne. I'm sorry.
Please just go.
I'm kind of feeling Allison's story,
Keep
actually.
remembering the same thing so differently.
I think it's how
It was
we
a long time ago.
I think it's how we perceive it.
Memory's a tricky thing.
Wait, when did that happen?
I'm not sure. I think it was the exact same day she attacked you.
That's what I thought.
But Uncle Eddie said he hadn't seen Marianne for weeks.
Yeah, that was bullshit. And what was all that about following the law? What was he doing here exactly?
He had to have a reason to come.
He must have had his reasons for not telling us.
Look, I know he took care of you, but that doesn't make him incapable of lying.
I can't see him being that cold with Marianne, even if he was being a cop.
I mean, I can, but who knows?
I'm just next to
I guess memory's a tricky thing, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't know who to trust on that one. I'm not sure. I know the story. It's based on what you think, and I'm not sure if there's a true ending. I do believe that last time she was angry at the other one, but I think she was sad. I felt like she was sad. Go away.
Get out. I know you were just doing your job, but I need you to go before you get in trouble. Please, just get out of here.
Alright.
Can you switch the laundry?
Say Brown really felt bad about whatever he came out to tell
Just
her.
kidding. You can wait. You can wait.
It was still the day she attacked us. He still lied.
Last, but you can
Now
just wait
what?
until I'm done. I'll go get it.
Go and get a straight answer from him.
Right now?
Yes.
It needs out of the dryer, and then
I'll
they'll
go get
wash
my
it
car
to the
keys.
dryer.
But what will these mountains of trash do without us?
Fuck the trash.
Fuck the trash. Can you hear me? Okay, good. it's so pretty. But I think that's where I'm going to end it today. Oh, that's just been going on. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I have no idea where we're going to go with this one. I'm not sure if I chose the right answer or what, but I guess we'll just have to see till the end. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with another episode too.